Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Garrett here, and we are back today in Scrap Mechanic with two creations made by Ashman Industries. So, today, both of these creations correspond to things I really love in the real world, which is cars and engines. So, this one I really love because it looks really realistic, both with the magneto giving charge to the spark plugs, as well as the twin turbos up here, plus a supercharger. So there's two things I noticed, which is most of the time in engines, the exhaust passes through the turbo and goes out the exhaust pipe. With this one, it goes both places at once, and then the magneto's normally down by the crankshaft. But other than that, it looks like a really realistic engine. It looks really cool. It'd be really cool if you had a car and you could just tear out the engine that's in it. You could just weld this one in there or whatever to make it look cool and have your little thingy up here sticking out. I don't know, what is that? The air filter, air intake, whatever. Then this other creation here we've got is what is it? I forgot the name of it. It is a custom Ford Hooligan, so has a really cool looking engine in it. This does not use the modular engine parts by Lord Paint. It does use the metallic exhaust pipes mod. So I'm going to put this on the lift and see what the engine looks like from underneath. Oh, the engine's down here. Okay, so that looks pretty realistic, which shows you can make stuff that looks realistic without mods. But to make a car that looks this cool and an engine that looks that cool, you're most definitely going to need mods. So yeah, and then so you can tell this is a racing car because it does have a roll cage in it, and these racing seats look really cool. So I did drive this around before the recording, and you can drive it in first person, but it is kind of hard because you've got limited windshield here. So I'll drive out here, and it looks like one of the mods he uses is made either by him or one of his friends, because it says Ashman Industries on the dashboard. So that's a pretty cool addition. So you can tell this is a racing car. Has a lot of speed but not a lot of power going up the hills, which is to be expected. It's doing pretty well. This hill is kind of steep, but I think we'll take this over the jump and see how far it goes. Oh man, I got it stuck. That's the other thing with racing cars. They don't have a lot of center, no, not center of mass. A lot of ground clearance. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no. I think there's a suspension glitch somewhere in this. Here, let me see. Yeah, there's a suspension glitch in here as well as the turning tires. So if you try to back up, backing up and turning doesn't work too well with this creation. You just go like that. The tires don't do a thing. So that's one kind of annoying thing, but here we go, down the jump. Whee! That actually went decently far, considering all of this is probably heavyweight, all of these modded parts. Also, by the way, all the mods that I had to download for this creation to work, look at my inventory. Look at all this junk. Oh, that's where we got it. Look at this. You've got a BMW logo, Volkswagen logo. I'm getting so much lag just scrolling through here because of all the parts. There's a Lambo logo. Look at that. A Lamborghini logo. Wow. What is this? I'm curious. Maybe it's something that doesn't work in the mod yet. Yeah, but we're maybe a quarter of the way through. Now we've got all the stuff from the mod pack. Mod pack. Exhaust pipes. Oh, are these signs or whatever? Maybe that's how he got his Ashman Industries logo on there. Is there like a blank sign somewhere? Huh. All of these mods add so many parts. Look at all this. Coke cans, really? What, a fidget spinner in Scrap Mechanic? What is this? What is Scrap Mechanic turned into? What's... Oh, Sword... Is that the Sword in the Stone? Or what is that? Huh. But anyway, yeah, I had to download a ton of mods for this to work. But it is a cool car, so I think it was all worth it. It looks really cool. It's low to the ground like racing cars. Especially if you were on a flat world, this car would make more sense, but it has hardly any ground clearance, which makes it not very practical for the terrain world, which is the world I use all the time. I've maybe played in a flat world 10 times. Other than that, it's all terrain, because I don't like flat worlds. But yeah, we'll see if we can... Yep, we high-centered ourselves. We should have hit it with some more speed. Ah, there we get back in. I think these racing seats are... If I had to guess, they're probably from the MJM Sci-Fi mod, but they might be from the mod pack, one of the versions of the mod pack too. The cool thing is you can wiggle yourself off of obstacles like this since there is a suspension glitch. So even if your tires have no traction, you can still wiggle yourself off. And maybe Ashman Industries put a suspension glitch in here because I noticed just there that this car is rear wheel drive. So maybe the suspension glitch helps with the drifting, because I know in Scrap Mechanic when you make a car that is rear wheel drive only, it drifts a ton. So demonstrate this concept here. Delete this. I made a drift car out of... So this is my vehicle that I made in my episode on how to make realistic smooth suspension. So if you want to go check that out, you feel free to. But I made a version of that. So this one's all-wheel drive. I made a version of that that's just rear-wheel drive. And what this does is it makes it terrible to drive. It drives terribly. So you're going like this, you know, and it just drifts because your back tires don't have any traction, but your front tires do. So your back tires want to keep sliding around. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he can make a rear-wheel drive car like that doesn't drift, because I made one and it drifts all over the place. What did I do now? I high-centered myself, obviously. So let's see. I'm curious now. Let's see if we put a suspension glitch on this. Will it improve the Will it improve the handling? So bearing. Oh no! Now I'm gonna have to scroll back up through all this junk. Okay. Where is it? Now I gotta find it all. That's the one bad thing about mods. It makes an absolute mess of your inventory. Okay. A bearing, wood, and most definitely suspension. I just noticed that this creation is not odd, so it might be a little funky here. Okay, let's see if this helps any. Oh, gotta remove the lift. No, it still drifts, which is weird. It maybe even drifts more. That is weird. That props to you, Ashman Industries, because I try to make a rear wheel car, it drifts and drives terribly. But yeah, that is the two awesome creations by Ashman Industries. If you want to go download them on the workshop, they are both at the top of the workshop right now, so they are pretty easy to find if y'all want to download them. But for this episode, if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, because it really helps out my channel a lot. And if you really liked it, maybe think about subscribing to keep up to date with all of the awesome content coming out on my channel every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, I'll see you later. Goodbye.